How's it? Welcome back. So I had a comment come in wanting to get my take on manifestation, but specifically manifestation done from the stage one of sleep, liminal dreaming, hypnagogic space. And then before getting to my reply to that, something I was just mulling over in my head is I was wondering if manifestation and then like the law of attraction, kind of like that old movie, I guess it was, and a book I think too from like the early 2000s called The Secret. I was wondering if they were the same thing, because in my head I kind of think of them as being the same thing, but according to Google right here, the first line it says is no, they are not the same thing. However, I'm also not totally sure how the person who was asking me this, how they were viewing it. I kind of got the feeling that they were kind of viewing it kind of more how this thing here is describing the law of attraction stuff. So I'll kind of go over the differences here because I thought it was interesting. Another little side note though I'll bring up is I'm not that into manifestation or law of attraction stuff nowadays. I was really into it for a short period of time. Like when I first heard about The Secret, which I think must have been early 2000s. So I was probably like, just coming out of high school and stuff like that. I think that was when I was first really learning about like quantum mechanics and stuff like that. But man, like their sales pitch, it got me. So I was super into it for a little while, and then as time went on, I kind of not too into it anymore. But nonetheless, I'll go over what this thing says. So first of all, no, manifestation and the law of attraction are not the same, but they are closely related. The law of attraction is a belief system or principle, while manifestation is the practice or the result of using that principle to turn thoughts and desires into reality. Right, so a bit more on it. The law of attraction is a philosophy that suggests that like energy attracts like energy. It posits that your thoughts are a form of energy and that focusing on positive thoughts attracts positive outcomes and experiences, while negative thoughts bring negative results. Then on the manifestation side, manifestation is the practice of intentionally using thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions to bring an idea or desire into reality. Hello, Catman. It is the tangible result or the creation that comes from aligning with the law of attraction. And then, like, the application of it is to manifest something, you focus on your desires, visualize them as if they are already real, and take the necessary actions to make them happen. What you want, Catman? So, as far as when it comes from like how this thing describes the manifestation side, I mean, shit, I'm 100% down with that. That sounds right on point to me. When it comes to just more of kind of more getting at like the stuff from The Secret, or at least like what do I remember. I think there was one part where like there was this guy and he had like a picture of a Ferrari, as a poster hanging up on his wall, and he visualized it, and then he got that Ferrari later on. As far as that stuff goes, just thinking about it, then you're gonna get it. I don't really think that's legit at all, really, in my head. I mean, it can help, right? As long as you do this whole manifestation part here and really take the steps to go ahead and get it. But, you got to do more than just, visualize yourself already having it. I don't think just doing that alone will do too much. However, kind of get into the whole, doing something like that, visualizing, your ideal life or that Ferrari or whatever it is in the hypnagogic space. I think that can be kind of useful, if for nothing else, just to kind of help really sink that desire to really want it. And then hopefully that can light the fire under your ass to go ahead and actually make the steps to try and make that happen, in your real waking life. It's not too, it's not too unsimilar, or it is pretty similar, I would think, to, doing stuff like that within a lucid dream, right? Where, if you're in a lucid dream, I think that would kind of be even better, because if you're trying to envision this perfect life of yours or something like that, you can really get the experience of actually truly having it within the lucid dreaming space, right? And then, to really picture those types of scenarios within the liminal dreaming hypnagogic space, I think that still can work, and that probably would help to sink that feeling in deeper than if you were just, sitting down thinking about it in your head while you're wide awake, or maybe just meditating on the idea. So I would kind of like put it into like three different categories, right? So you have fully wide awake, just meditating on trying to manifest whatever desired outcome for whatever it is in your head. I think like that's one level of it, and I certainly think that that can be beneficial, right? I don't think that's a bad thing to do. I just don't think don't necessarily make it happen, right? But I mean, definitely could be helpful. Then I think if you can do that within the liminal dreaming hypnagogic space, then it's even a bit more real, right? You can kind of really get that real tangible feeling of actually having that experience or that desired outcome actually happening, right? You're trying to, whatever it said, to manifest something, you focus on your desires, visualize them as if they are already real, right? So to really visualize it as if it's already real within the hypnagogic space, I think then it's just a bit more real. But then if you can do that within a lucid dream, then it's like, as full on real as it can get, right? It'll feel as real to you in that moment when you're in the dream as if you were actually really having it in your waking life. So I would put like doing that kind of stuff, manifesting stuff in your lucid dream to probably be the best. But yeah, thanks for the question, and I hope that helps, maybe. And then until the next video, keep your hypnagogic practice legit.